Hello and welcome to another one of these things. I'm Tyler. I'm going to be looking at my old shitty art. This is the third and final section of this, and today my guest is Twink Kylo Ren.
Hello.
Bye, buddy.
Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad. Bye, Ray. I hope you find your dad. It's Palpatine. It was her grandfather. Palpatine was her grandfather.
So stupid.
It could have been smart.
No.
Let's get this art.
Okay, so part one was here's all my older formative stuff.
Yes.
Where
years.
stuff was unintentionally funny because of how awkward it was.
And how much it was like a dim reflection of the coming years.
Yes.
Like
navels.
Navels, feet,
furries. There wasn't that many furries in the original one.
What made it fascinating was that it was like almost unintentional.
Yes. And then the second one you said it was just like cringy because it was me trying to do comedic stuff, like it was Scribbles comics, and that just made it not funny.
Correct.
Because in the second part it's like blah 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 blah. What? What is that? What is the joke here?
Yeah.
So now we're moving on to more stuff from college, and then stuff I did after college. And this might be commissions and Patreon art.
Stuff.
Yeah, this might be stuff that I had done. Just waiting for this entire tablecloth to get covered in tea. Let us begin with this. This is just a board game that I tried to make where you run a convention.
That's actually, I think that's a good idea. You have to divert certain resources to certain places.
Yeah, you get given like security and then staff, and then you have to deal with guests who have their own mini decks. It would have been a deck building game.
Yeah. So, I was going to say what you would do is you would have 4 players who are looking to get promoted to con manager or something like that. Because once you get promoted, you don't have to deal with the floor stuff anymore. You just have to deal with the paperwork, but still reap the benefits and meet all the celebrities and such.
I wrote down GeekCon, the co-op deck building board game.
No.
This was a rough sketch that was going to turn into Gavin and Michael making out.
Hell yeah!
The art is finished. I actually made it a T-shirt on Redbubble.
That's a classic formative gay stuff.
You know who asked me to draw that?
Who?
Jasmine.
Ah.
Fan Ryan Cuddle. Oh, I drew that too. They have little. Oh. This was my layout for the Cave musical I never made.
Ah, yes.
Double Fine gave me permission to make a musical out of any of their video games. And we didn't. for literally no reason, none of us did anything.
Well, the reason was that the musical group was unstable.
Oh, yeah.
In both structure and mental capacity. Yes.
I want you to read it.
Link cross-dressing for Crown Flame.
Crown Flame is one of my longest friends on the internet. This was when I started doing artwork, and it was shit. But they were doing stuff that I had read and liked, and we're still friends to this day. And they were doing something where like Link got eaten by like that giant whale, and then came out with no clothes. So Mifa, who's the fish lady?
Don't know.
Mifa had to like give him clothes, and so he's wearing lady clothes.
Maybe it is Mifa because Minda's the little dwarf lady.
Yeah, it's Mifa's Grace.
Yeah, you're right. Wait, no.
Yeah.
Wait, no, but that's just for Breath of the Wild. This is before Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, but they're all the same character names, aren't they?
Are they? I don't know. Listen,
anyways,
Link cross-dressing is very common. Okay.
Is it?
Oh yeah, he cross-dresses in the game.
This
you know
needs
how
to be
many
garbage,
times
right?
I've been scrolling through my porn Twitter and I see Link in the Gerudo outfit getting fucked by some thing.
Okay, yeah, put that in the trash pile. Ask me about commissions, and then I drew the strawberry from Claudia the Chance of Meatballs too.
Sure.
I guess I
don't know why you would have held on to this.
Me neither.
If it was printed, I could understand. Like you're like, I printed this specifically for the purpose of putting, boom, there on my convention table.
Yeah, but if I could print it, I could just throw it out and print it again. In this case, I think it's because I drew it.
Oh, because you drew it, you were like, it's special. It's like Braille. You attacked it with a pen. Jesus.
Oh my God. Okay, so this was way long ago. I made the joke that the Rocky Horror Picture Show should be Kingdom Hearts, and I called it the Riku Horror Picture Show. But I drew this like years before we even did the live action version, and this is what it was. Yeah, click the thing. I thought that was a fun idea for a show. Sorry, I just look at her hands. I didn't draw hands grasping anything. I just drew a bunch of flowers over it.
The hands.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't even draw the flowers that
I didn't even draw Sora's hands. Look how thin his wrist is. He needs to eat something.
By the way.
Yeah. Also, look how bad I am at drawing women.
It looks like he has bad posture because his head is so big and heavy.
I just drew like over what it looked like in the movie. Well, that's what I thought, or that's what I wanted my OC to look like. And that's what I wanted him to look like on a ton.
I just want to say, you have a little X there.
Yeah, that's Hayner's necklace from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, it looks like a cross.
It's meant to be an X.
I know, but I'm gonna tell you a secret. A cross is just an X turned sideways.
Is there? You know how there's like the cross?
Hang on. I've got a cross. Okay, I'll be right back.
Why do you have a cross?
I have a cross.
He hates religion. How big is it?
I guess it would be like this. By the power of the
Oh, remember that time I predicted that Sora was going to be in the Three Musketeers bit, and then it happened in the actual game? Sorry, Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, there you go.
Look how big his head is.
Yeah, you and your big head.
See,
look at the size of his eyes.
He's high. I had an idea of what muscles look like, so I just drew the squiggles where those muscles should be, but I had no idea what the underlying like muscles looked like.
Well,
I was just guessing.
Yeah, that's how I do it now.
Oh, it's Tarif.
Wow.
I was making a comic called Goggle Boy. No, I wasn't even making a comic. I had a superhero character, and I wanted him to have a crop top and a pair of goggles. But yeah, I was like, oh, my name will be Goggle Boy. And then Tarif's like, you draw me. Or maybe I just drew Tarif, and then I drew him as Dark Shade. Because, well, first of all, most shade is dark, isn't it? Okay, so now we've reached when we actually did Riku Horror, and I drew the poster design for it, which I think was pretty good, except we cut out Demix and Marluxia and Shion. So
you could have started saying like, we cut out Time and Sage and Rosemary, and I'd have been like, who?
These are names, yeah.
I believe you. We cut out Magnetron and Dinkleberry and Charmy the Bee.
Charmy the Bee. I want to hear like a crunch, like you ate the
That would be a great bit.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's just a sticker design I made.
Oh yeah, well, it's just some tentacles.
Yeah.
Tentacles.
Oh, okay. Jack, Guy, and Hiccup. I'm actually still proud of how this drawing came out.
Say, we have had a large leap in
quality. I think I've gone through this art before, and I just sorted it, and I threw out a bunch of other stuff already.
Oh, maybe. But no longer are the eyes taking up 50% of the face.
Yes.
Now they're only taking up 25% of the face.
I also this was well after. This was well after college.
But you still have these weird face or these weird heads. Here, look.
Yeah.
This is not how a head connects to a neck.
I know that now. I'm trying a lot better.
The other thing is that you have like this weird, like, strange contrast where you have very cartoony aspects to your style,
yes.
But then certain other aspects will be realistic, and it creates this weird cognitive dissonance in the art.
Like how I draw like a cartoony face, but then the clothing has like 100 folds on it.
Yeah.
Like Dragon Ball Z. their outfits
not wrong.
Have like 1,000 folds on their costumes, but then their face is just like, ha!
Okay, this first of all, this makes me angry that you have put this piece of art. There is one rough line art. You can't even see it because it's the blue pencil. The roughest, barest minimum you do on a page, and it's just half the page, and then the other half is blank.
I used to do that. I used to just draw
this
something
tree
on the
died
second half of the page.
to make these little twinks make out.
I'm gonna recycle it. It's like, they're not even making out. He's naked.
Touching his chest.
And he's touching his chest, but he looks like I've had better. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. Whoops. Whoopsie. Uh-oh. No.
Oh. Well.
We've reached the Ka section.
Yes.
Of the video.
You've done an excellent job drawing Ka.
I probably traced it.
Let's be real. You probably did.
No, I was going to give that to people.
Well, you better finish it before you give it to people.
No, they're going to get it for free. You'd be happy with some shit, rough quality art. Okay, those words leaving my mouth. Those words leaving my mouth didn't sound good. Oh, I just drew a hallway.
Oh, look at that.
But from the perspective of a camera being like on the floor, like the horizon line is where the bottom of the wall
it looks like a Bloodborne map.
meets the...
It's
huge.
Yeah, like a huge cathedral.
I colored and inked that.
No, you didn't, because I'm looking at it right now.
No, I mean that's garbage.
Yeah.
I've done better landscape
No one's going to buy
stuff.
the interior of a cathedral.
Oh, okay. Here's a decent drawing of
yeah.
Demyx and Sora.
Yeah.
Oh, except like, look at how.
Oh my god!
Look at
yeah, it
how
looks like
thin
his arm,
he is, where his arm meets the.
It looks like it's just the bone there. Like that's his collarbone.
Somebody like dislocated it, and it's hanging on by the skin.
You're gonna have to scan that in, show everyone, give a close up.
That's a role play. Not only did I do a role play of Demyx and Sora trying to do it, it was with a friend of mine. There came a time when I was drawing people with just barely enough clothes on. And then at one point I'm like, I should just start drawing. I did not draw dicks. Because remember Tough Nut's dick was like a squeeze tube from toothpaste. I had no idea how to draw a penis before, even though I have the reference literally on me. Which is a joke I've never said on camera until now. But I like saying it. Whoa, okay.
Wow.
Here's something that I clearly had a lot of thought put behind it. It's sort of oh no, the keyblade is like bent.
That's fine.
I think I was trying to do like motion.
I'm impressed that you actually inked this one. Like, look at that. There's even some like compositional elements that are okay.
That's colored. I've colored that. Remember that time I predicted Sora in Monsters Inc? I got close. I got pretty close to how he was designed.
I disagree entirely.
They made him a furry, and he had like a tentacle hair. So I drew a tentacle scarf, but his hair ended up being a bunch of tentacles. But I got close.
Okay, I disagree because he's wearing nothing but a belt. Sorry, nothing but a belt and his
I think he's
necklace.
In the game, he's wearing a vest and no pants.
Is his navel showing?
I don't know. We'll have to research that.
Oh, that looks like it.
There he is! It's Goggle Boy!
Look at that. Inked, colored, and...
I even shaded it!
It's...
I used a marker! I used a Copic marker to make darken parts of it. His face is like squashed.
Yeah, no, you do that a lot where you just draw a circle. Here. Proportionate body for the most part.
Awesome hair.
Awesome.
Goggles, vest, dress shirt.
Oh yeah, look at his 90s ass flame hair.
He looks like Johnny Test.
He does look like, well, he looks like a brunette Johnny Test.
Small computer on wrist, small screen on wrist. That's not steampunk.
I also like this idea that he's got the screen on one wrist and the computer on the other.
Oh.
So you have to be like...
Anyways, here's Tough Nut and Snotlout molesting. I did ink and color this.
I believe you.
It just...
Well, this is how you made your name.
Here's some college art. We had to take some figure drawings we had done, and then we had to set it in a time period that we were given. I was given the Roman times, and instead of using figure drawing, I just drew people that were in the room at the time, because this doesn't even make sense as a scene. But it's inked, and it's colored.
The coloring is very rough, but yeah.
And for some reason the candle is a negative candle. It
well,
makes things darker around
yeah. It was like you said. Oh, it's a candle. It must have color. Color it in.
Yeah, it gives off an orange glow.
It gives off a swirling vortex of orange, gray, and yellow.
This is not college level work. The fact that I graduated at all is a mystery. Actually, no, it's not. I improved. And that's the thing they wanted the most from the students in the class, is to improve on their work.
And it was a graphics design class.
No, this was illustration.
Well, there you go.
Anti-Naga Sora. Anti-Sora Naga.
Okay, you know what?
Sora has an anti-form, which is just a dark, heartless version of himself you fight, but I made him a Naga.
With this style, it works.
It kind of does, yeah.
This I would auction off starting at $5.
Do you see how I ripped off half of the page to try? Look at those fingers, though. He's got, like, arthritis.
He's doing like... Well, that's how you know he's evil. Because his fingers are all gnarled.
Yeah, no evil person is just like, hello. They're like,
once more the Sith that shall rule the galaxy.
It all comes back to Star Wars.
It's the only joke I could do.
This is a blob.
It's a blob with one eye. That's cute.
I drew this on a placemat at the Flying Saucer restaurant in Niagara Falls.
And he liked it. Is this a placemat?
Yeah. Tough nut vore.
Well, I like the dragon.
Yeah. I think
I am impressed with the level of detail on that dragon.
Yeah. And it's inked.
Yeah.
Which is more than you could say about any other thing that
about most of the other art or a lot of the other art that you've showed me.
Yeah.
Where you've just done the rough penciling. I
don't know why I drew Hiccup's face like this. This is Toothless angrily sucking on Hiccup's arm while Hiccup has this like
he's got like an overbite.
Yeah, the hand looks terrible. I think I used to draw a lot of Toothless, so I got pretty decent at drawing him.
Toothless looks kind of derpy though.
That's just Toothless. He didn't even retract his teeth for this bit.
I miss, as I've always said, I miss the book Toothless, who's a complete asshole and is about that big and can't bore anyone. You know that the DreamWorks execs, when they were like, we're making Toothless, they were like, ooh, what if his teeth retract? Yeah, all the furries are gonna love that one.
Hang on.
And they all start grubbily rubbing their hands together, thinking about all the sex content that's gonna come out of their twink movie.
More realistically, they're like, hang on, what if we make them big? But then that cuts out the whole setup of the fact to become the king you need a toothless dragon. Yeah, we can cut out all of that.
What if we
you mean the plot of the books?
Yeah. I was going to say, what if we cut out the entire plot of the book and made it a generic Hollywood story about the magic thing you need in your life falling directly into your lap, and then suddenly everyone respects you and you're cool and I don't know. You have the most rare dragon of all time.
The book had a 13 book arc.
The first book was all I needed. It's about Toothless.
Good, because that's the first movie.
It's about Toothless and Hiccup learning to work together, and Hiccup using his brains and his knowledge and all that stuff to solve the problem at the end. And his special gift of being able to talk to dragons. Nobody else could. He took the time to read about it because he's not a thick-head Viking or something like that. And not because Toothless just happened to drop out of the sky into his backyard so he could play with him. And then he's like, oh, I brought him some fish, like a fucking...
And then at the end of the first movie, he just blows up the dragon.
Yeah.
Not using any of the things that make him unique.
Not. And then, of course,
although I guess he tamed.
And then, of course, out of sheer desperation, they introduce a female version of Toothless. I almost said Hiccup, but
yeah, that never happens in the books either.
No, of course not, because the books aren't trite and shitty.
Actually, you know what happens? The book version of Astrid is named Kamikaze, and she has a dragon named Stormfly, which matches up with the Stormfly dragon that Astrid has in the movies. Toothless has a crush on Stormfly in the books. That's it. But it doesn't go anywhere. And in the movies...
That's because Toothless is a worthless little shit. Hang on, I gotta fix my helmet. It just popped.
That's okay. I gotta, blow my nose. Oh, here's some You're some Hainer Cypher. I gotta learn where the mouth ends on a face, because I made the mouth on the profile go all the way like up here.
You clearly watched a lot of anime, or something like that. That feels like a very anime thing to have the mouth go way up the face.
This is rather decent.
It's okay.
Although I covered his navel, I should have moved the elbow so you could see the navel.
This is always the most correct part of the like, as far as the anatomy and stuff goes.
I still feel I can't draw navels that well. I don't know what the structure of a navel looks like, and everyone's navels are different.
You just...
Okay, so it's Tough Nut being coiled up by the neck of one of the Zippleback heads, and the other head in the background says, I want no part of this. Because I didn't want to draw a second head here, so I drew a shitty cartoon.
I will say,
Detail?
No.
Oh.
The like position of the head wrapping around looks very weird. Like it looks like he's wrapped around and then there's a head here, as opposed to this being the continuation of the neck.
Yeah, it looks like there's like an empty head hole and they put him in there.
Or it
so
just looks like
he's
he's like coiled up or something. Oh.
Oh, it's just
a croissant.
Yeah.
It's a Wind Waker Link.
It is Wind Waker Link. I figured that would be something I could sell at a convention, so I drew
a Wind Waker Link like sticker.
Yeah, like flying with one of the big lead coral groups.
That's fine. Remember conventions, everyone?
I hate how well I drew Olaf.
Yeah.
I definitely copied or traced it or something. But I also made Kristoff look like he was like...
Kristoff looks like just
15?
some random twink, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of man Tyler Mann is into.
He's a little chunky in the...
No, he's not.
Look at the belly there.
No, that's just you accidentally drawing it like that.
That's, again...
He looks nothing like Kristoff.
Not a... It really doesn't. What's this? Oh, I drew one of my friend's characters who's a Jewish mouse named David.
Are you kidding me?
No, his name is David, and they draw him Jewish with like a. They made him Jewish. He's clearly on a table about to be eaten by this big snooted monster. What? I drew apples and oranges and mushrooms.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, okay. You covered the feet up though for no reason.
I know he's taking his shoes off.
Yeah, but
see, there's this. Oh, I see his foot. Yeah.
Yeah, his foot's behind the other foot.
Yeah. Okay, so for school, we had to do everyone was given the same comic page to draw. We had to draw a caveman killing a T-Rex and and then opening up the hatch on the T-Rex, and it was like a alien controlling it, and then the alien shoots the caveman and kills him. So we were all given that outline. Mm-hmm. We all just had to draw it our own way. So of course I drew like a chunky caveman guy.
I don't even say he's not. I don't.
There's lots of chunks.
Yeah, but those are muscle chunks, clearly.
Oh, the good kind of chunks.
Or it's literally just your body. That's the thing. Every time I see this, it looks the exact same. It looks like you have like a stamp of a chest or of this area.
Yeah.
Specifically from just below the pecs to right above the pelvis.
Is where it looks good?
No, it looks the same in all the drawings.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah.
you just have a stamp and you go, dum.
And then I draw everything on top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just go. Let's show me. Oh, it's Sexy Oswald.
It's Sexy Oswald, but I made the drop in his pants, like because in the game he has like a huge waist, but I wanted to draw him as a twink instead. So he has very loose pants, but they come down to like here. Are you gonna send that?
No, I'm gonna look up Oswald Rule 34 to see how other people have done it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, he has a carrot in his ass. Oh, here's some more. Oh, here's some more Hiccup and Toothless stuff. In the book, it's like Toothless just jumped in a big pool of mud and rolled around. Or like, no, Hiccup made the pool of mud because he knew that Toothless would like it. That's in the book! See, I'm filling up the page. Do you see?
Yeah, except for this part.
Yeah, because my teacher, they give you paper this big, and they're like, fill up all of this.
Yeah, I think the other problem you have is that your brain doesn't let you make just like a part of something as a sketch. If you draw a hand, you have to draw the rest of the body. You can't just draw the hand by itself. Is how your brain works, it seems.
Sure.
You don't
If I
need to.
wanted to draw something, it's because I wanted to draw it. I would never like... If it was terrible, I would erase and redraw and resketch it again.
When you're supposed to get a sketchbook to just dump your brain into, basically.
Yeah, I never did that.
Yeah, but that's you're supposed to.
I know what I'm supposed to do. I just didn't do it.
Okay.
That doesn't. I can't change.
Well, there you go, everyone. I knew what I was supposed to do, but I didn't do it. Oh, there
we go.
Literally the very next thing.
There we go.
Reference for head. But look,
oh my god.
This head is in proportion. What the fuck?
So this is someone's character. They're named Trapero, and they're a big they're like a ghost in a sack. But the ghost inside is like a big tentacly monster. So when it looks like a ghost in a sheet from the outside. But
it's way too visually complicated for me. But it's kind of cool.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, here's a page of just rough sketches and ideas. It's a dunk tank, but the slime's alive. Not that all dunk tanks are full of slime, unless you live in the UK. In which case, every bucket everywhere is full of slime, apparently.
Or you're on the hit show, Uh-oh.
Yes. This one came from my
Ugh, you're gonna have to censor that.
Bungee into crocodile. I didn't draw that. That was just an idea I had. Oh! Here's a chocolate chip cookie dough monster eating a fat mouse. So nothing much has changed in way of my comics.
Hey-o! Sora's got slime...
Why Sora shouldn't sneak into...
Insert vague scenario in which Sora can get covered in slime here.
And he has his shirt off, but his pants on. No shoes, but socks. And he's just like, I got slime on me.
Oh, I sure hope this slime doesn't go up my asshole or whatever.
look at that.
Oh, I sure hope no one catches me covered in all this slime.
Riku, what are you doing here?
Riku, where are your clothes?
I drew a sea salt ice cream bar monster, but I gave it like hyper realistic teeth and a tongue that looks like a penis.
I wouldn't say those are hyper realistic teeth, but
no, but it's like
certainly they are more fearsome than most of your illustrations.
Shirtless Roxas going, WTF, mate? We reached the Kingdom Hearts stage, by the way.
Oh, we have?
I
thought we never left.
Whoa! Okay, a poorly drawn Sora is sitting on Axel's lap, and he's saying, "We don't have to tell Riku." Isn't that your boyfriend? Are you cheating on him right now?
And they're standing on an Amazon delivery of beer.
Because
beer that comes, as you know, beer comes in plain cardboard boxes with the word beer written on the side of them.
This is shit. Get rid of that.
Sorry, Axel.
Burn, baby!
Oh, someone stamped it and signed it, so I guess this was homework?
Wow.
This is what I wanted my logo to be, and for a while it was this. It was my red-hatted character leaning up. I love just... It's big, it's pink, and it ate everything! Alright, what's this? Oh, Hiccup and Tough Nut, and I definitely digitally drew them in a stomach.
There you go.
I think somebody had said something like, oh, you can't have two people in a stomach and it not be sexual. That's a thing somebody said to me once. But yeah, they're like, I was like, can you draw these two guys in a stomach? And they're like, no, because then that means that it's porn. And I'm like, you can draw two guys in a stomach and it not be porn. So I just drew this for Tough Nut's like, fuck you, Hiccup, you piece of shit. I made a stamp.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
I physically carved a block of rubber.
A block of linoleum.
And then painted it, and
We did this in high school. We made a Prince.
Oh, it's a vore backpack.
Well,
I have the zipper as the mouth. I actually, it's funny you're upside down. I actually kind of like that still.
You could turn that into a sticker.
That's something Finn would have. Okay, it's just Hiccup and Toothless cuddling in bed.
Wow. I don't have a joke.
You can't have two people cuddle in bed and it not be sexual. I drew flames digitally. And they're like, that's not very safe for Hiccup's bed to have fire directly built into the headrest.
Also, why would there be fire?
Yeah, if they're sleeping,
It
why
feels,
is the fire
it feels
lit?
like you were desperate for a background.
Yeah, I redid it though because I asked for critiques on it, and they're like, "Why
is
is
there
there
fire?"
fire?" Well, if they're sleeping. Oh, here's the rough sketch of that thing.
It looks literally the same. I'm going to guess that you did the rough sketch and then traced it.
I was taught to trace a lot in school. They're like, if
Whose art teacher is out there teaching them to trace? Where is he? He's gonna catch these hands.
What? You made popcorn? Why did I write this?
I don't know.
What? Oh, this project. We had to make a fantasy cover with a gigantic monster on it.
Cool.
So I was drawing what was essentially the Devastator type character.
He looks like a Murloc.
What's a Murloc?
From the hit game World of Warcraft.
Yo!
They're these fish lizard things. They go and everyone thinks it's very funny.
Oh, here's what I based the monster off of. John Carter, the Disney film.
And the Bandersnatch from
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland, the ugliest movie of all time.
Well, that was a nice little expedition. Now it's back to the weird porn.
All right, yeah, nice little expedition to see Kylo Ren growing as an artist.
So here's Riku surrounded by tentacles. You know, that's what you normally do when you're in the realm of darkness.
Ooh, ooh, I sure hope no tentacles go inside me. I sure hope they don't
I sure hope it doesn't go on my butt. Here's red-hatted me jerking off, but I drew the hands, but I didn't draw the penis. And this mailbox is angry and has tentacles.
I feel
you
like,
want your letter? Come fucking get it.
I was gonna say, it feels like you just started going through your daily life wanting to get bored by everyday objects.
Yeah.
You were just so desperate and lonely that you were like, I wish this mailbox would bore me.
Oh, this is just Snotlet running away from one of the dragons.
Wow.
Wow. There's no porn in that at all.
No, there's absolutely nothing.
I mean, the dragon is very clearly trying to go and eat him, but...
But that he's scared of it. He's not like, oh, I sure hope a dragon... He's pulling his pants down. Oh, I sure hope a dragon doesn't eat
I know, but a dragon doesn't go on my butt. This was an assignment in class. Make a treasure. Draw any treasure chest you want. And I went, any treasure chest? They're like, yes. And I'm like, can I make it a monster? And they're like, go for it. I drew it as a crab, and then I wrote, do the crab.
Nice.
Or maybe I'm saying, out of all of these, do this option.
That's a dance furries could do. Because they have very limited range. Well, I have seen like one video of a furry dancing quite impressively. Uh-oh.
No, this is Kevin Smith.
Oh.
We had to do a caricature. And they were like, oh god, I did so bad on this assignment. If I still have this file, I'm going to put it up on the screen. But
notorious sellout Kevin Smith.
It's such a shit drawing. I was not good at caricatures. Okay, well, there's Hiccup getting vored with a bunch of fish. Catfish? What's with their fucking lips?
Well, first of all...
And he's got those teeth again, like...
I don't know if they're fish Tyler men, because they have neither gills nor fins, nor anything except a pair of rudimentary eyes and a mouth.
They're like those legless lizards?
Yeah.
That have like a lizard face?
They look like a cave axolotl or something.
I think with this one I colored it like yellow, and I called it Sunshine Slime. The sun is just slime. It's not really fire.
The sun is slime. You know how there's the flat earth theory? The sun slime theory.
Okay, that one was caramel, and then this one is my furry hugging a blob that's just like, the fuck? I don't... Get it off me.
Why do people give me hugs? I'm supposed to be scary.
Oh, more Hainer Cypher. We've returned to the Kingdom Hearts section.
We never left.
That wouldn't work. He'd fall off.
Whatever.
And Cypher's like, here's some fucking shit going down over there.
I have something I want to tell you while I've wrapped my legs around you. Could you imagine? Like if just in the middle of a Kingdom Hearts game, just one of the other characters. I don't care who these characters are, but like two of the Twinkie characters, one of them hops on the other one's things. It's like, here's what they're doing next, and then just hops off. That'd be weird. That would definitely be like porn art bait.
Like when Shaggy
Porn
leaps
bait.
into Scooby-Doo's arms, and then except Shaggy goes like, the Earth is flat, and then he just gets down.
What?
I don't know. If you're a tentacle, can you sit on something if you don't have a butt?
You just smush them.
Sure, smush. Okay. When they were doing the live action How to Train Your Dragon stage show, I drew Robot Toothless voring the actor playing Hiccup, and Hiccup's like, "This isn't part of the show. Stop cheering."
You're the only person in the audience.
Yeah! Hooray!
Swallow him!
Okay, here we have a few beach vor.
Oh, it's a cloaked mantle. Oh, never mind. It's like a mushroom.
A what? No, it's an umbrella.
Sorry, there's a D&D monster that's called like a cave mantle or something like that, and it's like a squid that sticks to the ceiling of the cave, and then when the victim comes under it, it flares out and lands on top of it and
like a barnacle?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's a beach ball that's like goop.
Eating his arm.
Actually, I kind of like that idea.
And it appears to be a beach umbrella. That
Yes.
is a thing.
That can go. Cool. That's a crap.
But that we were they're back.
Yo! I didn't think about that. We were trying to play beach ball, but the ball was sucking up my hand. Maybe if I put it on my dick, I can get it off.
I got sucked up into an umbrella.
Yo, bro, help me pull on my feet. No, not lick, pull. Here's a tree with a giant mouth.
The Dark Young of Shub-Niggurath.
Yep. What is that?
Lovecraft had the and in one of the stories, I think Shub-Niggurath encounter the dark.
Oh,
They look like trees, but they have like mouths and tentacles and scary feet.
The trees have feet?
Well, they have like
the hills have eyes.
They have like I think they have like
The trees
elephant
have
feet or something like that.